happening guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyan.in, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the new Nokia Asha 311. Now this along with the 305 were launched a couple of months back but have been made available only recently in the market. The price of the 311 is slightly higher than the 305. This does have a MRP of about 7,000 rupees, but it also has a bunch of different features on the inside. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what all is inside the box of the 311. So when we start to unbox it, we see the first thing inside the box is the new Nokia Music Guide. So it comes with 45 lakh songs out of the box, which is nice. We have the Nokia 311 over here as well. I'm going to put that aside. And look at further in the box, we have the Nokia style charger. Again, this is a pop-out style so that it fits in your power socket. You do have the standard Nokia earphones, which do have a push button along with a microphone. In line, you do have a standard 3.5mm headphone jack on the earphones as well. The 311 does take a standard BL4U battery, which is a 3.7 volt, 1100 milliamp hour battery. So which is good. It's actually 1110 milliamp hour, so that's good. I'm going to keep the battery over here. And then you have the user guide, which should be in a bunch of languages. Well, this one's only in English. Unlike the 305, this is only aimed at English readers apparently. You do have a nice booklet on Nokia Life Tools, so agriculture, education, healthcare, all those apps, multiple languages to read this in. So a nice little booklet which helps you go through your life tools. So that's everything from the box of the 311. Let's quickly go ahead and take a look at the device itself. Now Nokia has done a great thing. They have put in a SAR ticket, so it says that the product meets Indian requirements of SAR, which most of the products don't actually, and there is nobody restricting that. So if you look at the device, it's got this nice piano black finish along with a matte black bottom, which is removable. And I will show you all of this in just a minute. Let's start off with the specs in the front. Over here we have an earpiece along with a couple of sensors on the side. You don't have a secondary front-facing camera, so that's good or bad depending on where you're looking at it from. For the display, we have a 3-inch diagonal. It's actually 240 by 400 pixel display, and it's got a 155 pixel per inch density. You do have the send and end call button along with a microphone, which is at the bottom over here. If you look at the right hand side, you get the lock and unlock button and the volume rocker, which is over here. If you look at the top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack along with a micro USB charging and data syncing, so you can charge via the micro USB, but the cable does not come inside the box. You do have the standard Nokia charging pin hole as well. On the left over here, you have nothing except this one small tiny hole, which will be possibly used for attaching a lanyard or a charm. And on the back, you have a 3.2 megapixel camera. It is a fixed focus camera, and on the bottom over here is the speakerphone grill. Slide it up to remove the insides. You can see the SIM card slot over here, and you do have a memory card which is included. So hopefully it's so a 2 GB micro SD card is also included within the device. I'm going to put in the battery now and see if I can power on the device to show you what the interface looks like. Now this device does come with 1 GHz processor. It does have 140 MB of inbuilt memory, which is a storage capacity. You do have 256 MB of ROM, and you do have 128 MB of RAM. So those are the main internal specifications that you would need. No details on what processor it is and what kind of performance it has, but it is a 1 GHz processor, which is fairly good for a device of this value. Now if you look at this also has the same new Symbian style 3 homepage sort of layout, where you can continue to scroll through your main 3 pages. Now on the first page, this is essentially your home page. You can populate this with apps, which is nice, like the standard Symbian fashion. But if you slide to the right, you will see that your all application list is also within a dashboard of sorts. So it's fairly fluid and smooth. You can see it's got kinetic scrolling as well. You can see we've got Angry Birds pre-installed, we've got Diamond Rush pre-installed, Game is also pre-installed, but all of these are demos. You don't have the full application. So this is Green Farm, which is pre-installed. Real Football demo also pre-installed. Apart from that, you have a Zomato app, Nimbus, WhatsApp is pre-installed, Facebook, Twitter, Orkut is pre-installed. So you do get a couple of applications. Of course, you have the Nokia Music, which lets you download and listen to your favorite songs. You have a radio inbuilt into the app as well. Again, you have a video player and video capture as well, and you can shift to the camera directly from the screen, and you have the standard Nokia camera application. You can edit your capture modes and your settings from this application itself. If I jump back out, you will see on the right hand side is the dialer. Now this is sort of like a shortcut app screen, so you can install several things. So you can install or populate this screen with any Nokia app, including Nokia Music, the dialer, messaging, whatever is more used by you. So whatever you use more, you can populate this screen with that. So this is essentially your app screen becomes your main screen. So every time you say back or you press the red button, you come to this screen. Now let me quickly see if I can connect to Wi-Fi and show you what the internet browser looks like. Okay, so we are connected to Wi-Fi. Let's quickly pop out the internet browser. Now this is the new Nokia browser. It is supposedly faster at loading web pages, and we'll just find out. It does compress up to 90% of the data being transmitted, making it not only less data hungry, but also faster at loading up pages. Let's go to the website and see how it looks on this. Now Nokia still kept on their functions, so a new version of the Nokia browser is available. So I'm going to quickly download that before we open up the website. Now again, it asks you whether you want Wi-Fi or an automatic connection. So if you have a data SIM card in there, it will open according to that. Let's see if it opens up the website without actually downloading the new browser. So yeah, you can see it loads up the mobile website real quick, and you get all the relevant information and details. It's still loading it up, so not as fast, because I've seen on the same Wi-Fi network it opens up on Android phones and iPhones much faster. Let's switch to the classic website or the full website and see how that looks on this device. Now you do have a very small resolution of the display. It is a 3-inch display, and it is 240 pixels horizontally and 400 pixels vertically, but you can see it's stuffed the whole website within that. And yes, it is definitely much faster on a cell phone. You can see it's got some scrolling as well, kinetic scrolling, fairly smooth. Again, the touch is really nice and smooth. Let's see if we can pinch in. We can pinch in, but again, you can see it happens in blocks. It's not a smooth fluid motion. So one pinch gives it just a big boost of zoom. And that's possibly the maximum we can zoom in. We can't zoom in further. So it is a semi-decent browser, but the fact that it loads up the full website is exceptionally good. Let's switch to landscape and see how that looks. Switching to landscape will also ask you to reload the page so that it can adjust the size and the width. So you can choose to do or not do that according to your requirements. Fairly decent browser. Again, if we jump into the Nokia Music application, which is over here, you'll be able to connect to Nokia Music, and again, it will ask you what you want, Wi-Fi or an automatic connection. It can get bothersome sometimes. If you select automatic, it will start to do it itself. So you can see that we've got lots of music over here. You can create your lists, and you can also create offline playlists that you would like to listen to when you're not connected to the internet. So that was a quick look at the new Nokia Music application. Now, apart from that, you also have something called a file viewer. You have the standard calculator, mail. You also have Nokia Chat. You have Nokia Maps, and you also have something called Games Gift. So a couple of games that they've tied up with Nokia are available from EA. So you can accept the terms and conditions, and you'll be able to see a list of EA games that are available. We'll need to update the Nokia store to show you that. So we'll just skip through this. Now I'll come back with a full review video really soon. I also wanted to show you this notification panel, which you can pull down from the top. So you have a quick set of things you can turn on or off: mobile data, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and sound. You can shift to different profiles on sound. And you also get your notifications along with quick shortcuts to, if you want to make a call, if you want to write a message, or if you want to play some music, you can just get a quick shortcut. You'll also get your network information on the top once you do have a SIM card in there. So that was a quick look at the new Nokia 311. It's a fairly decent looking phone, and got some decent specs in there as well. Price is about 7,000 rupees in the market, and you do get Nokia's guarantee, which is good. Build quality is simply nice. You can see that by just looking at the device. This is a excessively fingerprint friendly back panel, so you can see that it's already covered with my fingerprints. Glossy black usually does that. So we'll be back with the full review. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyan.in. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and do subscribe to our YouTube channels. It's youtube.com/iGyan, youtube.com/iGyanTV. For iGyan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.